Welcome to day 5. Day 5 is going to be a lab day / demo day. You guys are going to actually do 2 things today. They're going to take a little bit of time. All right, for lesson preview, here's your review of day 4. So make sure you follow this. The big thing I want to highlight is check your previous Canvas submissions for comments. Again, that is where we're going to get you information and feedback from your previous lessons. All right, activating prior knowledge, big thing. You can go through and answer those questions. They're based on lessons we've done previously. Remember to answer all questions in a different color. Some of you are doing that, some of you are not. Please do that. It does save us time. Then, your mineral identification lab setup. What I want you to do is read these directions, and I want you to click this link right here. This link right here is me going through what you're doing in the lab. So I don't need to go through it through the preview, but this is going to be really important. All right. So you're going to complete the mineral identification lab. Your second part of your lesson is you guys are going to do a little video demonstration for us. Okay. The biggest part with this is you guys are going to basically do a demo of one of the videos we saw yesterday. The video in which the guy is dumping water or food coloring into water and watching what happens. We want you guys to demo that, okay? On a side note, we do understand that not everybody has all of the supplies, and we don't want you to run out and go buy stuff. If you don't have it, what you're going to do is you're going to follow the directions on here if you don't have the materials. If you do have the materials, we want you to complete the lab. 1, it's actually really fun. 2, it's actually really cool to see yourself. And 3, if you can explain what's happening here, it shows that you understand both density and convection. And when you understand those terms, you're going to set yourself up really good for when we start learning about plate tectonics here in a couple of days. So follow the directions. You're going to watch the demo. Again, look at any notes you took during it and the drawing you took during it. You're going to get your materials. Your materials include a bucket, preferably clear, okay? And you need to be able to find a place to put it on top of something. So I think he put it on top of cups. You need to find some space underneath it. 2 different colors of food dye. You need to have room temperature water in the bucket about halfway to 3/4 of the way up. You need to have a heat source. Heat source can be anything from a candle, a heat lamp, to something as simple as boiling water in a cup. Okay. Again, make sure it will not melt or burn the bucket because, melted bucket with water in it causes leakage. All right. Ice cubes. You need something cold. One of the things you could do is put food coloring into an ice cube tray and water and let those go and freeze. That'll make your life easier. Then you just drop a couple ice cubes in. All right. And then computer for recording. You can record using something called Screencastify. That's actually what I'm using right now. Your phone, or you can record in Canvas. Okay. Optional. If you need a helper, you can get a helper. All right. So running the lab, basically you follow exactly what he did. So you set the bucket up on top of something. You place 2 to 4 drops of one food coloring. I think he does red, right into the center of the bucket. Then on the right and left side of the bucket, you place your ice. Okay. That way, when you put the heat source underneath it, the heat source will be in the middle, the cold will be on the sides, and you can see what happens. All right. So once you place the heat source underneath the center of the bucket, and if I'm not being clear, so as I was saying, make sure that you follow kind of the running the lab. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any concerns of exactly what to do, go back and watch the demo and just follow what he does. Biggest thing, as you're recording, if you're going to record using Canvas, you need to hit the record media and you need to set that up prior to you starting the lab. Otherwise, you won't have a way to record that. But Screencastify, you should be able to log in with your school account is probably the easiest way to go from there. And then you just put a link into the discussion board. You submit it here. Once you submit it here, you have an exit ticket. Once you fill out your exit ticket, you then submit the link into Canvas. So that is today's lesson. Hopefully it's a little more hands-on. We're trying to find ways to get you guys to do some hands-on lessons as we go on. Again, it's not perfect, but it'll work. All right. And honestly, this demo here is going to be really important because if you can explain that, like I said, you can explain density and convection, you're going to be set up really well. All right. So that is day 5.